So it's Monday night. There's lake effect snow coming. We're obviously looking to begin a plan as to what could happen over the coming days.
The National Weather Service has issued a lake effect snow warning for southern Erie County.
We could possibly see anywhere from 4 to 6 feet total between now and Sunday.
Orchard Park and Hamburg have been buried in several feet of snow. They still have travel bans there.
Even for Buffalo, this could be historic.
The NFL is, of course, monitoring the storm. They are in regular communication with the Bills and the Browns.
Can't get the Bills out, though, if you wait until Saturday morning to play it somewhere else.
Am I sounding the alarms? Yes.
The league has moved this weekend's Bills game up to Detroit.
Pretty remarkable because they know how to deal with snow up there.
The question is getting the players out of Orchard Park into the airport, which sounds like it's going to be challenging.
This is a logistical mess.
You need help getting out? What's your situation? Martin and Miller are driving with Sean.
Uber driver.
Yeah, Squirrel and Mark Braun, they came with a big old tractor and dug me out.
This here is a story of a lifetime.
I was just like, please let it slow down a little bit here.
Just look at this right outside my door.
When I woke up Friday, I was like, holy
how the hell are we going to get this done?
So we get by, obviously, Tuesday. Wednesday comes, first meeting is called internally.
We talked about, 2014 and what we went through with that. A lot of people on this staff weren't here for that. I was involved in the game moving back then. So working through the options and the conversations.
Thursday morning, wake up, same thing, expecting to have a home game.
Every effort was made to have the game here. All the conversations internal and all our conversations with the league were, what can we do to have the game in Buffalo?
We were on a call with the league, I think it was about 11 o'clock on Thursday.
And at that point, we received a weather report and a warning basically from Homeland Security about the severity of the upcoming storm. That really shook us all up a bit.
One of the league reps, one of the executives, disappeared for about 10 minutes on the call and came back, and we go from probably 50-50 playing at home to now a greater than 80% chance that we're relocating.
It just became inevitable that this storm was going to happen and we weren't going to have a choice.
The NFL wasted no time in being decisive here, moving the game that was supposed to be there Sunday in Buffalo to Detroit.
It was really a matter of, how are we going to get to Detroit safely? Are all the logistics around the trip set? Where are we going to stay? The buses, the hotel, the food, the medical team, the equipment.
Some of the things I just started looking at was talking to the airline, talking to housing in Detroit, talking to transportation companies in Detroit, talking about practice facilities in Detroit. We went through 3 to 4 different variations of the aircraft that we were getting allocated by Delta and what could not fit on there.
All of that had to get done, and we had to find a way.
We didn't know if we're going to truck everything like we typically do or if we're going to fly it. So we wanted the trucks there for Friday and or Saturday whenever we had to pack up. I got here Friday midday, and then about like 5:36, Spence made his way in, and he lives out in Angola. I think it took him over 3 hours to get in. He came in with like a cooler, like he had like a sleeping bag, because I was like, dude, what's with all this stuff? And then we ended up staying the night. Spence actually slept in one of the massage rooms on the table with his like sleeping bag hut thing, he said. I kind of bounced between the recliner in the recovery room, and then there was like a sleep pod. I think I slept like maybe 2.5 hours total. Okay, I got here, I'm from here, like how the hell are our players who've never driven in this stuff gonna get here to the airplane or however we were gonna do it?
Mile Strip Road and Route 20 in Orchard Park, Blaisdell, and nearby areas are considered ground zero for this monster storm.
The single highest 24-hour snowfall event in New York State history.
6 foot 5 inches. That's how much snow fell here in Orchard Park from Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday.
Getting people from the stadium, Orchard Park, to the airport is going to be an issue.
Saturday morning comes, it's still a mess outside, primarily in the south towns. It's starting to shift to the north towns.
I was following along to see what the players were doing, and I was actually very concerned that they would be stuck in a travel ban of some kind.
Ain't no way, son. playground under attack. This I don't know why we didn't close that.
This car is completely buried. Look at this. What?
Ben. My phone was ringing off the hook the whole day.
I got a call from Ryan Moore that he was headed to the facility, he was able to get out, and he was gonna start getting the plows rolling. And I'd say probably about 30 minutes later, I got another phone call from him that the plows were not gonna be able to go through. So then it was, okay, how are we gonna be able to get these players out of their houses to the building without being able to plow them out? I FaceTimed Dawson. He said, it's incredible, these people just showed up. He said, my neighbors just showed up outside shoveling for me.
Hi, I'm Chris Schneider. This is my wife, Jen, and we're Dawson Knox's neighbor.
Chris decided, I think we're gonna have to at least get them like a walking path out of here. There was no moving all that snow. I think they had a shovel,
I think I saw one shovel.
With one shovel and a 900-foot driveway, the math really isn't there. He is very great with our kids. He stops and talks to them. So he's a great neighbor, and we just kind of were like, we can't let this guy be trudging through this much snow.
Around 10:50, I think I got a call from Josh, and he said, yeah, I'm good. Some guys they're starting to plow out their driveway, so I'll be able to drive. I said, all right, keep me updated, but sounds good.
I saw a couple people at the end of his driveway. Josh got a long driveway, real long. I thought, I wonder what time he's got to be to the airport. We blew back a path, real slow, and the garage door went open, and Josh was standing there like this with a snow shovel. Josh said to me a second time, he says, what is your name?
The city of good neighbors. Getting a plane. Wow. Let's go. Never seen anything like it.
Gabe Davis showed up in our driveway to pick him up. Chris turned around and he was like, oh, hey, Gabe Davis.
Snotty! City of good neighbors, man. They shoveled us out.
Yeah,
long driveway.
About 300 yards. Yeah. And
Great,
I came
great
and picked
neighbors.
him up. And I came and picked him up because I'm a good neighbor.
That whole morning, as soon as I heard someone tell me to say good, I just checked out the checklist and then moved on to someone else.
Yeah, Tremaine, we had to send a front end loader.
My God, Scott, get me right, man.
Devin was trying to get out of his place and kind of found him walking somewhere near Bert's Bikes to be able to get here.
Buffalo.
There were several guys that tried to just take it upon themselves and get here.
Crazy, huh? We had a guy come through, got us out, tried to get Taryn out, couldn't. Truck got stuck.
Good neighbors, great neighbors, actually.
Shout out to my neighbors. They know who they are. They plowed me out, saved the day for me.
Some good Bills fans that took care of me, so shout out Bills Mafia.
When that final guy got here, the phone stopped ringing, and it was just a sense of relief.
It was one of the best feelings that I've ever had. It was like a weight was off all of our shoulders.
Entire checklist was filled up, and we did it.
Well, here we are. We're ready. The chaos and disruption of the winter storm behind us, at least for a few hours. The Bills have to settle into this 20-year-old indoor football palace in the Motor City.
I just didn't want to miss the game, period. And my daughter was like, Dad, you have to go. We're going. And I talked to a buddy of mine, and I said, you know what? You show up at my house at 6 a.m., the car will be packed full of gas, and we're going. And he showed up.
Keeping home field advantage was critical for us. When we started talking about selling tickets, in the back of my mind, I thought, if we get 15, 20,000 people there, that would be fantastic. And then they just kept buying the tickets, and literally we sold out. Even though their dome holds more than 56,000, they couldn't staff the entire dome because it was just too short of a turnaround.
I couldn't believe they put it all together. I felt even better when I got into the stadium, and then I saw the team with my own eyes. I was like, oh, good, they're here.
So now it is second down, 2nd and 13. Brissett shotgun. Off his left side is Nick Chubb. Now the snap. He has protection. He's going for it all to the end zone. Fires down there, and this one is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It is caught down there by Amari Cooper.
I think what you saw was really an exhausted organization to start. I mean, it was a long 48 or 72 hours. It was a tough road, a lot of stress.
I thought, oh man, here we go. This ain't looking good.
Take a look at this interaction between Stephon Diggs and Sean McDermott.
Let's kind of get this going. I want to be part of this.
You're kind of like, all right, the boys need to get going here.
My girlfriend Joyce always says, good or bad, keep cheering. Okay.
It seemed like we really started clicking on offense.
There were some targets thrown to Dawson. He was making some clutch catches and started to turn things around.
Out of the gun, fires quick pass right side, caught by a wide open Dawson Knox, gets the first down. Here comes pressure, Josh gets rid of it, fired right side, it is caught over there, complete, and driving for the first down goes Dawson Knox.
Diggs getting open and getting that ball.
Allen fires to the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Stephon Diggs.
Hands it off, Devin Singletary cuts right, goes back left, into the end zone, touchdown Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run by Motor.
Take a deep breath and you get a little bit of ease.
To hear the shout song 3-4 times in a row, boy, that's great.
Aaron Johnson coming out of blitz, and from the other side, it's Mulatto.
Snap is down, the kick on the way, and it is good. Tyler Bass-O-Matic, his 6th field goal of the day. The Bills have to come from behind to do it, but they did it. The Bills win it by a score of 31-23.
Hey, some unsung heroes, man. Ron Merculia, Kels, Ryan, the whole office, man. It took a lot of to get us here. When you get home, pay those fans some respect, get them something nice, man. Treat them well, because that was awesome to see. It took a lot of to get here. That could have drained us, and it didn't.
Everyone back in Buffalo who's currently digging out, again, we're thinking of you guys, and that was for you.
It's an honor and a privilege to be a part of that community.
They love us, and we love them, and they came to get us.
So it's nice to give them something to, be happy about.
Man, that's true love. You can't get no better than that.
The fans are part of the reason why we won.
They love this team, and obviously love the people inside the building as the people inside the building. The team loved them too.
This town always has, and I think always will, rally behind the Buffalo Bills.
And that's just what Buffalo is. Like, just another snowstorm. It's 6 feet of snow, so it's a lot, but we'll figure it out.
It's an amazing bond with Western New York and the team. It really is. It's amazing to me.
I saw Sean McDermott make a statement that sums it up real good. It was on the Google, and I don't know, I couldn't tell if it was YouTube or Facebook, I don't know which one. And he said, you just can't believe what goes on here in Buffalo and the surrounding areas until you've lived here.